And we're in the kitchen with Chef Robert Saleza from City Dock Restaurant in Norfolk making a classic dish, vegetable stuffed eggplant. Welcome to the show. We missed you last week.
Yes, I had some errands to run and things to do, so I figured I'd give Josh a break and let him get hug the camera for a while.
He did a great job. Did you go to the doctor?
Huh? Well, I went to the vet, actually. To take care of animals.
Well, good, good. Everyone's okay?
Everyone's fine, yeah.
Okay, very nice.
Ingredients today, of course, is the sauce that we make. You can use the marinara, or you can use the pesto sauce, or whatever type sauce you like. I went ahead and got the vegetables, and I went ahead and roasted them last night to give it that little bit of a roasted flavor rather than just plain.
Right, so what you did is you put it in a pan and put it in the oven.
Put it in the oven, a little bit of olive oil and salt
vegetables?
and pepper. It's squash, green and yellow squash, zucchini, and salt and pepper, shallots or red onions, whatever you prefer, oregano, Gouda cheese, mozzarella, garlic, thyme, if you got the thyme, parsley, and of course red peppers.
Now you mentioned the marinara sauce, and of course you're not going to go through that recipe today, but you've made marinara for us before, so that recipe is already online at thehamptonroadshow.com. And after this segment today, we're going to put all the ingredients and the how-tos for this dish. What do you love about cooking with eggplant?
The flavor, the way it comes out at the end. You know, a lot of places you'll go and they'll have eggplant, but it's bitter. The flavor's not there. The secret is when you cut an eggplant open, hit it with salt, let it sit for about 2 hours, then wash it off, and then pat it dry, and that'll take all the bitterness right out of it.
That is a great secret.
It's really nice, yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I don't have a great eggplant recipe. I'm not a huge fan, so I'm always looking forward to hearing your take on this. Wait, what did you put in here?
I put in the shallots and and the garlic, trying to get a brown on that.
Okay. What kind of oil did you use?
Of course, olive oil.
Of course.
I would never use nothing but olive oil.
I should have known that.
And what I've done is we got to take the meat out of the eggplant. I went ahead and took them out of this and got them in the oven so I can get just a little bit of a firmness to it, and plus dry it out, get the water out.
Right, so how long did it take to get to this point?
About 8 minutes. Hit it with olive oil and salt and pepper. And what you're trying to do is you're taking the meat out of the eggplant, and you're going to use this like a boat and just scoop it out.
An eggplant boat.
An eggplant boat. Now, we use this at the restaurant to put regular grilled vegetables in as a presentation. It looks really nice. When you take it out, and don't do this, because you'll break the eggplant.
You want to scoop it like ice cream.
You want to scoop it like ice cream,
yeah. Okay.
And you turn it out, and it's very simple to do. And of course, while that's cooking, then I'm going to go ahead and take this, and I'm going to put it in. That's going to take a few minutes. That's why today we're only going to do one segment of cooking, because this takes a while. But anything that's good always takes a while.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And we'll go ahead and just cook this now and get that going. And it takes a while. You know, Italian people, they always... You can't tell them how to cook because they know how to cook everything. My grandfather,
I would never dream to tell
my grandmother and my grandfather, they were 78 years of marriage before finally one of them passed away. And they used to argue every day. I mean, every day was arguing, but that was part of their marriage. That's how they got together so long and stayed together. So one day my grandfather had to get up and go somewhere early, but they weren't talking for 2 days. So he didn't want to give in, as stubborn as he was, and talk to his wife. So he put a note on her pillow, wake me up at 5 o'clock, I have to catch an early flight.
Okay.
Well, the next morning came, the sun rose, and it's 8 o'clock. He wakes up, jumps out of bed. He said, I missed my flight, I missed my business meeting. He was upset. Yeah. Well, he happened to look on his pillow, and there was a note. He opened it up, and the note said, it's 5 o'clock, get up.
That's how they got along.
That's how they got along.
All right, we are running out of time. In the meantime, I know you're going to work on the innards for our eggplant, and then we'll work on stuffing that eggplant boat in our next segment.
Thank you.
Chef Robert, thanks very much. Always love those stories. In the kitchen with Chef Robert Saleza making vegetable stuffed eggplant this morning. And Chef Robert, I'm just amazed how it came down.
It came down,
The innards here mixed in with the squash and then the olive oil.
Now we're mixing that in.
And this is your marinara.
The marinara we're going to mix in and just get it all together.
Okay. Am I doing okay here?
Good. Perfect.
Okay. Yep. Just the stirring is usually all I can
And we're just
handle.
going to bring it together where we can just make it where everything is together. And it's ready to go. You know, not everybody has a financial consultant in their marriage. We have somebody over here that has somebody that does it also. They don't have to go to the tax people like we do, but it's okay. But I'll tell you, I would never recommend a tax company.
No?
No, never. Because, you know, I've been with a company now for 12 years, Jackson Hewitt, and What a pleasure. What a pleasure to go there. What a pleasure to have them do it. And, you know, they don't close their doors on the 18th, and it's like a deserted. You can go back in June or July if you had a question.
Oh, right.
And
you're planning ahead.
Yeah, and they remember you. That's the whole thing. They know you by your name. And so I'm not recommending anybody, but if you were to do it.
That's a pretty good recommendation from Chef Robert here.
It's really nice, yeah.
Really give that to you because it sounds like we're doing something pretty intensive here.
Yeah, we're all set, and now we're going to go ahead and stuff it. And what you're going to do is just lay it in there like that.
Oh, that's nice. And this is a pretty healthy meal.
It's all healthy. It's very filling. And, of course, as I said, you want to go ahead and cook your eggplant just a little bit to get a little bit of a firmness to it.
Okay, so did this eggplant boat you put in the oven for a little
I put it in the oven
while?
just for about 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
With olive oil
and salt.
And salt and pepper. And as I said before, you use it, go ahead and hit it with salt and let it sit so you get all the bitterness out of the eggplant.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure you've tasted one that didn't have that kind of preparation done, and there was really a big difference.
It's like having cotton in your mouth.
Ooh, yuck, yuck, yuck. So once this gets all filled, it goes back in the oven?
Back in the oven, we're going to go ahead and hit it with the cheeses that we have, the mozzarella and the Gouda.
Ooh, that's a nice touch.
It's all mixed together. And then we'll just bake it off, and you serve it just like that, and it's perfect. I mean, it's a nice lunch. It's a nice dinner. If you're watching your calories and stuff, this is really good.
Hey, we like that. We're heading into the warmer months. It'll be bathing suit season before you know it.
I mean, there's a couple of people here that don't need to lose any weight, but then we're not talking about anybody.
Well, thank you, I think.
Okay.
In any case, you're busy, I know, and we're going to talk more about that with Josh when he comes in to talk about our wine pairings with this wonderful dish. But how do you get ready for Easter, for example?
Like all right now, you know, of course, we're on open table, so you can just go ahead and make a reservation on the computer. Yeah. But at the same time, we go ahead and we advertise at the restaurant, and everything that we're doing is on the menu. So when you come in for the buffet on Easter Sunday, you're going to actually taste almost our whole menu.
Fantastic.
So it's really nice, yeah.
We'll talk about that more when we come back and talk with Josh in the next cooking segment. Chef Robert, thanks very much.
Thank you.
In the kitchen with Josh Haw, Food and Beverage Director at City Duck Restaurant in Norfolk. Also, Chef Robert Slizza just pulled out the vegetable stuffed eggplant out of the oven. And it smells wonderful.
It's all ready to go. We're just going to let it sit a minute, and then I'll transfer it to the plates. And then, of course, what's ever left, I put it into this bowl. Now, you can go ahead and make a bruschetta out of that, or you can just get that with a salad and just go crazy. But that's always make more so you have another way to use it. That's nice.
That is a great idea. And really, you've made it simple for yourself. It's because you have the actual boats in there. You're just going to transfer it to a plate?
Transfer it to a plate, and it's ready to go.
All right, we'll talk about that in just a minute. Meantime, you've got a couple of wine and mixed drink pairings with our eggplant?
I do. Like we were just talking, a glass of wine keeps the doctor away.
That's right, talking about the doctor, right?
That's why I never go to the doctor.
That's your excuse.
As long as you have some wine. To start off with the pair with Chef's stuffed eggplant today, I brought the Louis Martini Cabernet Sauvignon from Sonoma County, California, which is just north of San Francisco. Yeah. That's this wine right here. Okay. And go ahead and take a good smell of that.
And there's a proper way to do that, right? Is that it?
You can give it a little twirl like this, which helps release some of the aromas. And probably in that one, you're going to maybe find some red cherry, blackberries. And then the next wine is Nizole Chianti Classico.
Oh, total! I can tell a big difference. I don't know what the difference is, but I can tell a difference.
This is a Sangiovese grape from Chianti Classico region in Italy. And this one, you are going to find some dark berries. But probably what you noticed is maybe some earthiness.
Yes.
My wife calls it dirt, but you can call it earthiness.
Like it's more of a bite, maybe? Like, okay.
A little bit, some leather notes in there also.
Yes, that's it. Well, you said it, actually. You know exactly what you're talking about. So if you don't want a wine, then do you have a mixed drink that could possibly pair with
Campari, which is an Italian liqueur. It's a lower proof, 50 proof actually, so compared to a standard liquor, which is about 80 proof. And I'm going to make a couple cocktails today, and pretty much the rule of thumb with Campari is you want to use 1 part Campari to 2 parts of your mix.
Okay, because even though it's lower proof, it's still quite a bit of alcohol.
Correct. And Campari is a bitters, and so what works with it best is soda water, so Campari and soda. And citrus fruits work with it well too. So what I like to do with the Campari and soda is garnish it with a little bit of lime, and you can squeeze that in there also.
Now, you didn't bring the shaker this time. You just kind of let it go?
I did. No, I'm actually using it for my orange juice today, just to pour it in. Or Campari and orange juice, which is a great wake-me-upper maybe on a Sunday morning with that brunch instead of the traditional Bloody Mary.
Right.
Go Italian. I'm sure a chef appreciates it. And with Campari, you can actually also make sorbet with it, too.
See, multi-uses.
That's right.
For the things you've brought here. Now, these two mixed drinks then would also work well with the eggplant? Just kind of a different...
Actually, I would use these to start your dinner with before you have the eggplant.
All right.
Nice cocktail sitting on your porch while these are in the oven. So.
Okay. Well, here we see what you've plated it with, and parsley.
Just for a garnish.
I like it.
Just give some color to the plate.
Chef, thanks very much. We're going to definitely taste it all before the end of the show.
Thank you.